Fortnite has countless world records, from the youngest millionaire to one that just happened last week. Let's start off with Lachlan's. In 2021, he started a mission to get the longest BR game in Fortnite history. He got dozens of players in a custom, and they gathered as many floppers as humanly possible. After healing in the storm forever, Lachlan finished the game with a record time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 37 seconds.
That's it. That's the one.
Go!
An hour
125, baby. World record champion.
But there is a map that has taken the world by storm, and that is only up Fortnite. At its peak, it was getting 100,000 concurrent players, and it's caused people to try and break the record every single day. Fans are getting faster and faster, and cheaters have beaten it in under 4 minutes. But the real champion is Techniku, who completed the entire thing in just 9 minutes and 12 seconds. It's probably being his time by now, but nobody will catch up to Ship's record. This guy's a pro player who's been grinding Fortnite for a long time, and since 2020, he's had the most wins ever. With over 14,000 hours a game, he has managed to rack up 44,000 victory royales. Another pro player is Wolfies, who broke the record for the youngest esports millionaire at the 2019 World Cup. They came second in the duos finals, and they took home $2.2 million. Well, thing is, Wolfies was 15 at the time, making him the youngest person to become a millionaire from an esports tournament. From earning to spending, there's a player who owns almost every cosmetic, and that is Typical Gamer. He recently did a tour of his locker, and it took 10 minutes just to scroll through the skins. He has over 1,500 outfits and claims to hold the record with only missing 11 total.
Now, with this information, I do believe that I have the most complete Fortnite locker of all time.
Someone that's even more impressive is Grand 007 Pi. He's a Twitch streamer who plays Fortnite pretty much every day, and the craziest part is he's 74 years old. Apparently, he has played video games since they first came out, and right now, he's believed to be the oldest Fortnite streamer in the world. Another creator is Laserbeam, and he has done the weirdest challenges over the years, but one of them was just way too difficult. He wanted to win a match without moving and tried for a week, but couldn't do it. So, for his final attempt, he decided to stream snipe Fresh. Landing in a tree, Lana pulled out his chair, waited for Fresh to wipe out the entire lobby.
Top 15. We're almost there. Yes! The dream's alive!
Then, when Fresh got to the final circle, Landon needed a way to kill him without moving, so he walked into his office and unplugged his PC, booting him from the game.
Holy it worked! Match stats moved 3 meters as I slid down my tree a little bit. I sat all game.
From not moving at all to playing the game in outer space, Kaidos has one of the craziest world records in Fortnite. In 2020, he sent a mobile phone to the edge of space and controlled it on the ground. Well, this wasn't enough. He also challenged himself to win a match while it was up there, so the clock was basically ticking. There wasn't much time to get a win, but with enough luck and skill, he actually pulled it off.
Literally first ever win, guys, bro. First ever win in space, bro. That was insane.
But there's a world record that can never be broken, and that's held by High Distortion. In 2019, he was getting close to a total of 100,000 eliminations and realized that Ninja was also on the verge of hitting it. Immediately, a rivalry began, and they started a race to be the first person to get it. After months of grinding, they kept overtaking each other until Ninja posted a surprising tweet. Taking a break and giving up on the race to 100K. High Distortion is doing 30-hour streams. Kid's a monster. Of course, just days later, Distortion finally hit the milestone, and because he was the first person to ever reach 100,000 kills, it's a record that could never be taken away. And don't worry, because Ninja eventually got a world record of his own. He partnered up with Reverse 2K to play some matches, and they realized they were on a streak. Game after game, they kept winning and wanted to see how long this would go on. Eventually, the streak got into the 20s, 30s, 40s, and they were determined to keep it up. On October 7, 2019, they finally lost a match, ending their duo victory royale streak at 51 wins. And yeah, this record is still undefeated to this day. Seems like 2019 was a big year for achievements. At that same time, Avery was working on a challenge of his own. He wanted to win a game of Fortnite with nothing except a Wii remote. Anyone who's used these things will know it's not exactly made for games like this. He spent 2 days straight trying to pull this off. And luckily, with a pair of nunchucks and a ton of patience, Avery finally got his victory.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No way! I just won on the Wii!
My heart's pounding. Which arm hurts when you're having a heart attack?
Something that's even more impressive is a record that belongs to only guy left. His name is very fitting considering he has the longest solo win streak ever. It took him an entire month to pull it off, winning solo games non-stop. Every single match was live streamed as proof, and if he wanted to beat the record, he needed 36 wins in a row. By the end of his run, he finished with 94 wins in a row. So yeah, this ain't gonna be in anytime soon. Speaking of crazy stats, one of the best Icon series outfits belongs belongs to Gref G, and the hype around this was unprecedented. When he started a Twitch stream to reveal the cosmetics, no one expected it to peak at over 2.4 million viewers. He annihilated the record for the biggest Fortnite Twitch stream of all time, which was previously held by Ninja and Drake. They only had 600,000 viewers in comparison. One of my personal favorites belongs to Musel, who put together a crew of 4 people in playground mode. Their goal was to create the biggest pyramid in Fortnite, and thanks to the LTM, they only had 4 hours to do it. Back then, you couldn't give yourself mats or edit settings. They had to physically get every single material, and by the end, they had reached the sky limit, and man, it was huge.
Oh my flipping god. Holy crap.
A record people were not happy about is held by Balenciaga. During their collab with Fortnite, they dropped some cosmetics and challenges, but there was a catch. The skins were wearing real merch that you could buy right now. People rushed to get their hands on it, only to open the store and find out how pricey it was. You want Doggo's Balenciaga hoodie? It was $700, making this the most expensive collab Fortnite has ever done. Another stat that pissed off players was during the rocket launch. This was Fortnite's first live event, and it just happened in the middle of a game with no protection or cutscenes. So, when everyone built viewing platforms to watch the rocket, one griefer saw the opportunity of a lifetime. They waited for the right moment and destroyed the build, causing dozens of players to fall to their death. This gave him 48 eliminations in one match. He went from a griefer to a world record holder in a matter of seconds. Now, we've talked about the oldest Fortnite streamer and the youngest millionaire. What about the youngest professional player in the world? There's a Fortnite pro named Gosu, and in 2020, he signed to Team 33. They gave him a $23,000 signing bonus, and wait for it, he was 8 years old. Not only did this make Joseph the youngest Fortnite pro, he is actually the second youngest esports player in history. Something that's truly mind-blowing also happened back in Chapter 1. People figured out a rocket ride, and this gave Patchy a great idea. He hopped on an RPG sent by his friend and fired one in the other direction. A few seconds passed, only for the kill feed to say he knocked an enemy 541 meters away. Apparently, rockets only travel 300 meters before exploding, so this is a very tough record to beat. Reminds me of the longest Klinger kill in history. Gravel Hater stood at the top of Salty's Mountain and threw one all the way down into Dusty Divot. Yeah, he actually eliminated someone, setting the record at 180 meters. If we're talking about insane numbers, wait until you see the most viewed Fortnite video on YouTube. For a while, this record was held by Nerd Out with their Fortnite rap and had a ton of creators in it with 134 million views. Well, the record was broken when Travis Scott uploaded his replay of the astronomical event. Now this has 205 million views and no other Fortnite video has ever passed it. But Epic themselves hold the world record, and it's not for a good reason. Last year, the FTC sued them for violating children's privacy laws, and it was a landmark case. The fine was $500 million, with half of it refunded to fans. Not only did they break the record for the biggest FTC fine in history, but it's also the largest refund ever given out to players. Now, they also love spending money on competitions. The Fortnite World Cup still remains the biggest solo prize pool in esports history. In just one tournament, they gave out $15.2 million to finalists, and Booga walked away with $3 million. This broke so many records, like I can't even list them all right now. But taking it back to 2018, one player was super confused when they got sniped out of nowhere. This is actually the longest recorded sniper kill at a distance of 491 meters, and they had no idea where the enemy was. From getting humiliated to dominating the lobby, there was an insane bug in Chapter 3 that Glitch King just had to exploit. For some reason, if you loaded in to save the world, it would drop you in BR instead, and all the enemies would just be on your team. With no one to fight, the game immediately ended, giving Glitch King the fastest victory royale in history. Now, it's still not an emotional roller coaster like the story of Landon, because at some point in his career, he became determined to break a world record. He noticed his V-Bucks count was getting really high and decided to take it as far as possible, trying to hit 1 million. In 2018, he finally did it, becoming the first person ever to reach this milestone. Unfortunately, this account was banned until 2023, when Landon suddenly got it back with the record-breaking V-Bucks untouched. Those are 25 world records in Fortnite. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.